Hey guys, ChipinAction back with another video. So today, I'll be making a little keepsake box on the lathe from a log that we found in a park. So, let's get started. So this is the log we found in the park. It's pretty rugged, but I think on the inside it'll look pretty nice. So now I'm going to cut off the ends to get the part that I actually need. Part that I'm going to use. Now I can start lathing away at this piece of wood. I got it down to the size that I pretty much want, but all I need to do now is to make a smaller section on both the ends so that the chuck can grab it. Right now I'm going to drill out a hole in the box, or continue drilling it out so I can have an actual place to store things. Now I can take off the end piece and sand down the box. Now for the wet sanding. I'm putting on the water all over the box, and what this does is it raises the grain, and then I can sand it back down again to make it really smooth. I find that it helps to wipe it off. I wipe it off with your shirt or paper towel so it's not super wet when you sand it down. And then you can sand it until it's dry. Repeat this process about 3 to 5 times. Now that I'm done sanding and wet sanding, I can apply the finish onto the actual box part. First, I'm going to apply some sanding sealer. Now I can apply some high friction polish. Now for some Triple E shine. There you go. Now I'm going to take it off the lathe and cut it off. Now I'm going to cut off this little nub thing at the bottom of it with the saw. There you go. Turned out actually a lot smoother than I thought it would be. That's really good. Now I'm going to clamp the lid to the chuck and start working with it. Before I take it down too much more, I want to get the calipers so I can so I can make sure that I got the right size. I can check this. So I've got a lot of room to spare. I've got about 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch. So I'll check on that every now and then. I've noticed a very large crack in the lid, and I want to fill it with this instant wood bond adhesive and then put some soup and then put some wood chips in it. That's a decent fix. It's not the best in the world, but it should be pretty good. I'm gonna cut the face flat because right now it's cattywampus and angled. Now I'm going to figure out the size that I actually need to cut this at. So let's see if this fits. No, it does not. So I'm going to take down some more, take off more, and see how that turns out. Nope, still smaller. That's a bit too small. I've decided that this lip is too small, so I'm going to make a bigger one. I'm going to test fit that. If this doesn't fit, I don't know what will. Like 1/4 of a millimeter smaller. I like that fit a lot. Part of the lid. Probably could use a good sanding and some resizing on this part. Now I'm going to do a lot of sanding on the edge of the lid to get it down to size. The calipers almost fit around the lip. But I'm not going to finish sanding it on such a high grit. I'm going to go to lower grit, so when it's the right size, it'll be really smooth and where I want it to be. For every new grit I use, I'll do a new really cool scene. Now for the wet sanding. Now I can apply the finish. Now that's a good fit. Now I can sand the top and bottom. Time for some sanding. I applied the finish to the top and bottom, but cut it out because it took too long. Congratulations, guys. Y'all have sat through that whole video. I know it was a really long one, but thank you. It's a really great project. It turned out really nice. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe.